Hey YouTube, good afternoon. It's been a while. And guess what? I'm in Burbank right now. Burbank, next to the Hobby Lobby. You know the Hobby Lobby, the company that purchased the stolen artifact. So a little quick update. The last thing I did on my truck is I made this roof rack. And I don't want to make material lean up against the cab. So I ended up buying a CNC plasma cutter, a tube bender, and I made this out of seamed wall, 1 3/4, 120 wall tube. So you notice there's a bunch of tools back here. Guess what? I'm stranded. And what happened was I ended up losing my belt. Let me show you the belt. Here's the belt. It's jacked up. It broke. So why did the belt break? Should I just go and get another belt? No. There's a reason the belt broke. And when it broke, I was on the freeway. I exited Burbank and then I made my way to O'Reilly's. Shout out to O'Reilly's for having the part in stock. Well, guess what? No, this works. This spins. This spins. This should spin. Does not. This spins. The power steering spins. Filming a YouTube video. And the tensioner spins. The tensioner could use a little bit of maybe a feature replacement, but yeah, this is stuck. I haven't made a YouTube video in a while for the Chevy S10 crowd. So now join me as I repair this. You gotta get in on the action. So we gotta remove this 13mm socket. Ooh, the whole thing's stuck. Oh, so I hope I'm able to get this fucking screw out. So it's got like a pin here. Unfortunately, O'Reilly's only had one in stock, and I think the bolt is missing. So I gotta find a way to get rid of this bolt. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but we'll figure it out. So here's the old pulley. So there's a lock washer that holds the bolt in place. Here's a new pulley. Whoa. A new pulley needs that bolt, needs that lock washer. But my tool selection is very limited. I bought a little toolkit. So it looks like I could tap it out, right? It's not gonna mar the threads. Oh wow, look at the damage. Those bearings are fucked up. Dude. Ya de tiempo, eh? Alright, so this goes like this, this goes like this. This goes like this. You hold this? Okay, this has a little extrusion to center off of the bearing. So I guess a little washer, it holds everything in place. It's a nice old car that passed by. That's it, right there. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. All right, follow me while we install this. I just try to get a zoom in on that. Perfect. Right here. Right there. The threads suffered no damage. Kind of a thing with a fan in the way. I was gonna move the car to the shade, but then I was like, nah, I don't want to risk like having a dead battery and stuff. Further complications. think we're good right there. I can start tightening. Yeah, just like that. Not super crazy tight, but like snug. There was I think this guy was Russian. He would be like, Alex, tighten it, but only tighten it snuggy poo. Not snug, but not really tight, but just snuggy poo. He would always say snuggy poo. You're probably wondering, hey, so the belt broke, how do we route the belt? You can route the belt with this little diagram here. I'm gonna bring the belt right now. Brand new belt. Oh, yeah. So it goes in this way. So in case you need a part number, gates, belt. There, pause the video if you need a part number. Ooh. So the engine's still warm. I gotta be very careful not to burn myself. It's warm.
The gloves are not very...
They're not covering my forearm.
No.
I might have to go underneath the car.
Oh, wow.
So while I was off camera, it took 4 hands to put this belt on. So make sure that you really tension that, you push the tensioner as far that way as it can go. First thing you want to route is a crank pulley. The crank pulley, then up to the water pump, having the loop come around the alternator, and then you get the power steering and the alternator. You put the belt on the alternator and the tensioner, you crank the tensioner as far as it can go, and then you have enough slack. This is the last thing you route, the last pulley, because you're gonna have barely enough slack, and then that's that. So now we're gonna do turning it on. So put this. It worked. Thank you for joining me on this repair. I'm glad this happened next to an auto parts store and I got to replace it. And yeah, I bought the same tools, right? So I have the same tools, but now the tools are gonna stay in the truck. I'm not gonna put the tools in my toolbox. That's it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and keep in touch, and we'll do more S10 repairs as needed.